I hope your day is full of Sleeping Beauty and Snow White and Belle and the Beast and Gaston. You got to have Gaston. And guys, Cinderella. Did I already say Cinderella? Okay, can't forget about our sweet, sweet Cindy, guys. It's an amazing Disney intro for you. This week we have an amazing episode of SHENK for you with the one, the only comedian Eleanor Kerrigan. But before we get into this week's episode of SHENK with Eleanor, there's just a few things I want to tell you about. One, I am in Austin right now. If you're listening or watching this, I bet you check me out on Instagram at Princess Shank. I will be performing at the Mothership, doing spots all week. So come see me if you're in Texas. I love meeting you and saying what's up. Before we get into this week's episode of SHENK with Eleanor Kerrigan, I also want to let you know that I will be in Canada in April with Kim Congdon. We are doing LOL Fest in Canada in April, so save that date. And also I'm coming to DC in November. I believe it is, it's 5 shows the second week of November. It's the 14th through the 16th, 5 shows. So if you're in DC, you want to come forget about the election with us, come on out. It's behind us. I don't know who the president is. It doesn't really matter at this point. But come see live comedy. It'll be a fun, fun time. And before we get into this week's episode of SHENK with Eleanor Kerrigan, I just want to tell you about something that excites me, and that's Oh Yeah socks. When it comes to socks and slippers, there's really only one brand I trust, and that's Oh Yeah. You can head over to their website. It's 3 O's. HYEAH.com. You can see all of the varieties of socks that they have. I'm wearing a pair right now that say, they look like the Morton sock girl, but then they say salty bitch on them. They're very fun. Whatever you're into, there's a pair of socks for you. If you want to give your sister a backhanded present, get her some salty bitch socks from ohyeah.com. If you want to give your dad some alligator slippers because he survived the hurricane in Florida, go onto the website and get him some gator slips. Okay? Discount code SARA10, SARA 10% off unique sock and slipper designs. And let's do it. Let's get into this week. Okay. Also, subscribe to my Patreon, patreon.com/Sara Weinshenk for bonus content. I'm trying to do more fun videos, like stream of consciousness, day-to-day type of stuff. Just $5 a month. It's like getting me a cup of coffee. And it's basically like we're hanging out. So subscribe. I appreciate all of you for listening and supporting the podcast. And let's do it. Let's get into this week's episode of SHENK with the one, the only Eleanor Kerrigan, guys. Here it is.
I could cure a lot of foot fetishes. If I show my feet, they'll be like, we're good. We quit.
I remember like my mom being like, oh, you got my feet. They're flat, like for Flintstone. So in my
she
head.
Should have named you like
in
after.
My head,
I can't think of their names. Pebbles, that's it. I couldn't think of it.
It was more Fred than Pebbles. You know what I mean?
I love the Fred Flintstone. I wish I had that.
They're like,
I have more like the dinosaur. Dino, his feet.
No.
Is that his name, Dino?
Yeah.
I did it right.
All right, let's officially start the podcast. What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of SHENK. Today's episode is with the one, the only comedian Eleanor Kerrigan.
Hi.
The return of Eleanor Kerrigan.
The return.
Yeah, dude. Feet, I don't get it. I'm not into them.
I met a guy who was like, oh, I love feet. What are your feet like? And I was like, don't. And then this was like back when Joe Diaz was here, like working here still, like I would say early 2000s.
Yeah.
Well, I must have been doing comedy. So it had to be like 2007. I don't know. I showed up. I had a slight. It took until my 30s to wear an open-toe shoe, but it was only like, you know, that little tiny.
Just a little window?
Yeah.
A little
like the
peephole?
Two toes.
Yeah.
But my second toe is longer than my first toe, so it was always like this. And Joe would be like, hey, you got to get that toe off the floor. And I was like, hey, you're not supposed to look at my feet, Joe Diaz. But it would get worse because those only 2 toes would show. So sometimes if I didn't get a pedicure, I'd only paint those 2 toes. I tried to be a girl. I'm just not good at it.
I tried. So I brought like this year to Skankfest, I was like, I'm going to bring sensible shoes. I had these old pair of combat boots. I'm like, this is what I'm bringing.
Combat boots? That's heavy.
They were like Doc Marten, but like cheap Doc Martens, right?
Okay.
They kind of look like Doc Martens. I'm like, these are going to get trashed. It doesn't matter. I had them in my closet for a long time.
Okay.
I fucking wear them. By the end of the first day, the soles of both of them are completely off.
Oh.
And so then I had like these Vegas themed Western boots that had like a heel. And I was like walking around in
Like
them.
a cowboy boot?
Yes. And I was like, maybe, and they were so fucking uncomfortable. I was like, maybe I should get a flip flop. And then I'm like, I can't walk around Skankfest in a flip flop.
Can I tell you a flip-flop story about Skankfest?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't a flip-flop per se. Hi, Lee. Welcome in. Where have you been? No, I'm just kidding. But it wasn't a flip-flop. It's, you know when guys wear like the sandal?
Yeah.
The Jesus shoes?
Oh, yeah. I don't like the Jesus shoe.
Yeah, I'm not a fan either. I just wanted to say it to the camera so that they know to never wear them around me. No. Those
Not these ones.
Those are kind
Those
of
are like
normal.
more Birkenstocky. Like, I think like a woven. Do you mean like a woven sandal on a man?
Yeah, I'm not going to out him because he was at
please out
Skankfest
him.
with us, but none of these. Oh my
It
God,
was a
my brother Billy
comic?
wears those. Yeah, it was a comic. He was done his shows. He was drinking. Everything gets like he goes.
Oh my God. Wait, go back.
Okay.
Was it like that?
Like
Those
this.
crisscross ones to the
No,
right?
those are half human looking.
No.
He's just had like
Dude, a man in sandals.
one and one, almost like a backpack on your foot, but like one and one cross. It was weird. No,
you know, a
none
man-
of these are it. That's amazing.
A man
wow,
in
they've really
bad
come up.
sandals
But it was like
will change
sorry,
your
I'm putting
perspective
my
of that
leg
man.
up, but it was one here and then one here. You know, real thin.
Yeah.
Like barely holding on. Didn't
Yeah.
go between the toes or anything.
Yeah.
And so he was at an event at Skankfest.
Yeah.
God, I can't believe it. It's his story to tell, so I'm not
Yeah.
going to. I'm sure he'll tell it on his podcast. But they were sitting watching a show, and somebody had their dog there.
Uh-huh.
Another comic with a
Oh,
dog.
okay.
And the dog, so they're sitting and they're watching the show and they're laughing because it was Ari and Joe DeRosa's show and it was silly. You know,
Yeah,
they were
yeah,
being
yeah.
silly. And so I was at the side of the stage and all of a sudden I see them all like reaching down, like, what the fuck? So they thought somebody was pouring beer and the dog was pissing on his feet.
No.
Yes. All over the other kids' Jordans.
No.
And then all over the
sandals?
sandal guy. And he's like, ah! And I was like, that's what you get for wearing those. Like, he's a married man, so he doesn't care. But it's like, dude, that's what you
I'm
get
like
for
trying
wearing
to figure
those
out how.
dang
I may have
sandals.
figured out who it is in my head. That's so funny.
It's a good thing he's funny because
Yeah.
I would be like, no, never.
I mean, the thought that's so weird that the sandal thing because I was like,
I mean,
would,
it's weirder
I
that
will
the
be
guy had a dog at the fucking event, but I'll get to that in another segment. But also, why is your dog so nervous? Like everyone's laughing. It was like a bigger venue, like seemingly like theater. What's that called? Theater style seats where it goes up. So you know, people are laughing. It's loud.
Yeah,
you know, they're yelling things out. The dog was shaking, and it just fucking. I'm like, who needs therapy? You or the dog? The dog, I think.
I mean,
that point.
probably the dog after Skankfest.
At that point, yeah.
I mean,
She's wearing a
we
vest
all
that
need a
says
little
Skankfest
therapy.
Yeah.
We all need a little therapy after Skankfest.
Everybody's holding the dog.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Skankfest is great. I was so
It was
mad that I
so
only got
fun.
to do 2 days, but it was fun.
Oh my God. I was in Vegas for 5 days.
I love it. I've done it.
Too-
I've done it.
too long.
I know.
Too long. I was a shell of myself.
Did you drive or fly?
I flew.
Smart.
I hung out for Kill Tony the Wednesday before.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
And then there was the pre-party, which I was like, I don't
That was
like.
Thursday,
And
right?
that was Thursday. And I just felt this year I was like, dude, this shit's catching up with me. I can't be here getting drunk for 5
'cause
days
You
straight.
drink. So my thing is I don't drink. I'll
I
run
don't drink
around.
heavily, but I have a drink. I smoke weed. I'll microdose.
Yeah.
You know,
Microdose.
mushrooms. I've done that.
Got it.
But
Is that the only thing we can microdose?
I think that people will be like, you can microdose weed, like a small amount of.
No.
People will call microdosing with edibles, like
Oh,
small
I
dose.
see.
Like if you
Okay.
have like
Okay.
not like a 5 milligram, but if you have like a 2.5 milligram.
I've never smoked weed. I've never.
Really?
No. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
People get mad.
people get
like-
mad.
it's
What
like-
if you like got really into it later in life?
Well, I
Like
think
now.
I think that's
Become like a-
no. That's my goal. Not
Is to
weed.
become a
I don't like
pothead.
weed. I don't like the smell of it. I don't like the way. I guess
It's not your thing.
I guess I grew up in a time, and I see it still. But they call them stoners, whatever. That look of the stoner
Gross
fucks
to
me
you.
up. Like I'd rather be a cokehead, all like disheveled and kind of dirty with a
That's what
5
my
o'clock
mom always
shadow.
says. My mom's like the look of a stoner, and like
bugs
she grew
me.
up in New York, and she'd be like, I see people high, like slouched on the floor.
But although I will start doing heroin, so I'll be slouched. I'll be taking naps regularly.
Oh,
Because I'm
regularly?
elderly and because I'm doing heroin.
You're doing heroin for your insomnia.
Because I'm a sleeper. That's why it's weird when I don't sleep. That means something really bad is going on in my brain. But
really?
yeah, because I come from people who are like, oh, everything's collapsing. Let's take a nap. Like they would turn our electricity off or our gas off. My mom would be like, you guys want to take a nap? We'd be like, okay. They turn the gas off in the winter. She's like, look at all these covers.
we can take a nap.
Yeah, because we weren't going to be able to eat. You can't cook without gas.
When you are struggling, naps
Good
are
times.
medicine.
Good times.
Like when I know sometimes when I check my bank account and I'm like, I shouldn't really be eating out right now. I guess I'll just sleep.
I'll take a nap.
I'll take a nap. I'll make an egg.
Something's going to hit.
Yeah,
Sound exchange might come in. We'll see. Something will hit.
Yeah,
will come in.
something's gonna work.
It is a lifestyle. It's a fucked up lifestyle.
It's a
but it
fucked
is.
up lifestyle.
Yeah. But I'm a good sleeper otherwise.
Mostly.
Yeah. And just, right now, that's why I was like, oh, shit. But it's Sarah's podcast. So I could come with
Thank you for
sleepy
doing
face.
it. Yeah, you can come with a sleepy face.
Could you fix it?
I do fix it in post. Little angels.
I'm a real girl.
I'm a real girl. Isn't that what Pinocchio says when he becomes a real boy?
I'm a real boy. Yeah.
Pinocchio is a weird Disney movie.
I love that you said that. I was at my aunt's house. Now my aunt is 89.
Okay.
My mom's 86.
Damn.
And,
Okay.
This is her older sister.
Okay.
And so she also had 10 kids. My mom had 10 kids. She had 10 kids. We're a problem.
Oh my
I
God.
know. They're very fertile. And so be careful down here. So she, her kids were over because we went to their area.
Okay.
They live in Jersey. And so it's like Wildwood, New Jersey, like a 2-hour drive. So we went there. So her kids came in and we were all sitting around goofing. I mean, it's still a lot of people. And they were like, we were joking about what Disney characters we identify as. And everybody was picking people, I can't even think of it. Little Mermaid, whatever.
Belle. Yeah.
Yeah,
Snow
Belle was a
White,
big one.
yeah.
Snow White. Everybody said something cute like that. The boys were like, I don't know what you're saying. Right, fine.
Yeah.
And then my mom goes, I identify as Pinocchio, I think. And I was like, wait, what? What? My aunt almost when it's like your older sister's like, my little sister's an idiot. She lost it uncontrollably. Couldn't, I was going to get my mom a shirt that says, I identify as Pinocchio. But what, are you a liar? Are you a boy? I don't know which one you're picking.
That is so funny.
I don't.
Somebody else manipulating you like you're a puppet.
Maybe. I think her brain, are you a marionette doll?
Yeah.
I don't understand. But I think my mom's memory is not great, right? She has that cognitive something. It's not Alzheimer's or dementia. We had her tested for everything.
Yeah, she's just late in her 80s and her memory's
right.
kind of
And
going.
she had COVID really bad.
Recently?
She had two. No, in the beginning.
Oh,
she had
the beginning was when it was extra
strong. She had
strong.
it 3 times, but she had 2 really bad.
Okay.
And the first one we noticed that summer. It was little things she would forget. So then the second time she had it, it just, I'll ask her, oh, how old are you? She goes, how the hell do I know? Little things like that.
Yeah.
Oh, what year is it? Oh, really? How am I supposed to figure that out? She'll get mad.
Yeah.
So I think she might have thought that they said, what's your favorite Disney?
And
but they were saying, who do you identify as? And she just, maybe it did I don't know. That's the only thing. That's my only
it's
defense
the
for her.
funniest thing she could have said.
Pinocchio. I just figured with the big no. Why? Did you lie to all of us? I don't get it. What? Tell us. Are you a boy?
Are you a liar?
How did you have?
Are you a liar? Should have been the next question.
How did you have all those kids if you're a boy?
I know.
A real boy.
Well, who's Geppetto?
Right.
There's questions.
There's so many questions.
That's so funny to pick Pinocchio.
But it was so cute. Which one do you identify
Yeah.
as?
Pinocchio. That's
No,
cool.
I'm picking Pinocchio too. I want to be on my mom's team.
You-
I don't know what's happening.
If
This
you
is
had to pick
weird.
one, which one would you pick?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Gaston. I don't know.
I do like that for you.
No one's neck is incredibly thick as Gaston. As a specimen, yes, I'm intimidating. Sorry.
Wow, I
That's
love
my
that.
big Gaston song.
I love that. That
My
was
brother
good.
Johnny's like, how do you know the words?
I don't know how you know the words. It's like it flowed off your mouth so easily.
So good, but I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because when I get nervous on flights lately,
You
the
watch
past
that?
few years, no, I listen to Disney music.
You do? I listen to classical music, which is weird. It's kind
Yeah.
of like murdery. Like I'm just trying to calm
don't-
myself down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because it reverts. I don't know, because some of the old songs, you'd be like, oh yeah, I remember this, or oh, this reminds me of when Shawnee was little,
Yeah.
and then I'll just go to a different place and then
Yeah.
I chill.
Yeah.
But it's some of the songs I know. I've never even seen the movie.
Really?
We don't talk about Bruno.
you
I've
haven't
never seen it.
You haven't seen that one?
We don't talk about Bruno. I have no idea what they're talking about. It was my wedding day.
It was a
I'm like,
wedding day. Yeah.
I go out like a light.
Wait, Eleanor, that's so funny.
It's so embarrassing.
It's more embarrassing that I know. I watched the
Okay, so
movie
you
that the
what is
Bruno
the
was
movie?
Encanto.
Yeah.
Encanto. Yeah,
And-
yeah,
yeah, that one. These
And I
Disney
keep
movies
going,
will get you.
I gotta find it. I gotta find it.
It's
because
really
the picture
cute.
comes up, and there's 4 other songs that I know.
There's one about
by
her
heart.
strong sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know the story because you listen to the words, but
Yeah,
it's at
it's
the same time you're like, there's so many great people in this. I should watch it.
It's so funny that you listen to. That's so.
And I have no idea. My nephew is he's 13 now, but when I started doing this was
Yeah.
during the pandemic because nobody was on the flight.
Yeah.
So it was weird. And then you're just so that's where it started. So what's that, 4 years ago, 5 years ago,
Yeah.
whatever. And so my nephew, who's 13 now, I was home and I was like, we don't talk. And he's like, I know, you know that song? I was like, yeah, that's my jam.
No.
And he's like, you've seen
Encanto? Yeah.
Encanto? And I was like, no, I've never seen it. He's like, what? We gotta watch it.
It's so good. It's also. I mean, sometimes I listen to '90s country music. I don't know why. I
Yeah,
get,
that would
Make
have
you
me
more
out the
anxious?
window. That would put me
And I
on the
like-
wing. Or
It
something.
takes me back
just-
to a different time. I
I
don't
need
know.
some air to find out why I'm listening to this. I need some heavy winds.
It's sad, country women
can't even
and men singing about losing the love of their life, watching them go down a dirt road. And I'm like, this is.
I think the only country music I know is Patsy Cline.
I don't even know.
And that's because I
What?
saw her movie.
I don't. What is a Patsy Cline song? Let's see.
Crazy.
Oh yeah.
She's
Wait,
old.
I think that
But there was
crazy
a
song-
movie that I watched late
Is
night
she
with my
country?
mom. Is she not considered country? Oops.
Oh yeah, she is. No, she's
I was
country.
gonna say, wait, she did all that.
I think Kim told me that she sang that crazy song. That was her go-to karaoke as a kid.
Hilarious. She's
Didn't she?
She has a
Yeah.
Patsy Cline has an incredible voice too. I'm also addicted to people with good voices.
Yeah.
It has to have a distinct.
Nora Jones. She'll calm me down.
Who's that?
You know.
Wait.
I can't do it justice. Don't know why I didn't come away.
So
with
she's
me.
newer?
Yeah, kind of. But if you heard, can we play?
Here,
Is it
I'll
legal?
play. I'll play. We'll cut this, but just
Okay.
so she can get a reference. Which one should I play?
I think
I'll
away
tell
with
you
me.
in a second if she has a good voice. 'Cause I have a weird ear.
I know you do probably. you listen to I Don't Talk About Bruno to regulate yourself.
That's
So-
true. Not regulate. Calm down. I shit regulate.
Regulators.
Regulators! Mount up. It was I'm more of a gangster. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's
Skip
see if
to
I
the
heard
middle.
this lady. She had a nice voice.
Yeah,
And
she had
I
a
know
nice
who she
voice.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard a few of her songs, but she's not my go-to.
She's not your go-to.
Mm-mm.
Your go-to would be
Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill. Yeah, you did say that before we started recording.
Or, I mean, again, if I'm nervous, scared, whatever, I put the stupid Disney.
The Disney.
It calms me down. Except there's some that, like, I know they're good, but they get on my nerves.
The Disney songs?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like a Randy Newman song.
You got a friend in me.
I'm like, this is dumb and overplayed. I know he's a brilliant man. Don't come at me, but
is
fuck
he?
that song.
Yeah,
You
play
got a
the
friend
other
in
one?
me.
He's scored a million things. Like,
Okay.
he's not just Disney.
I blame Toy Story for that, though. Like, it was overplayed. I imagine Woody and Buzz Lightyear dancing around.
I've never seen that one either, but I know
You
the
haven't?
songs.
That's the craziest thing. I don't know what's scarier. The fact that you know the songs and you haven't seen it, or that I've seen every movie that we've been talking about.
Well, it was probably more your coming up, yeah?
Yeah,
were
but
you a kid when you saw it, or were you a teenager?
I mean, I saw it in
adult?
Canto deep into that came out not that
No,
long
I get
ago.
it. I watch late stuff, but I usually watch it with my niece or nephews.
No,
Like,
I have no excuse. I mean, now I'm dating my boyfriend has kids, so that's different.
Mm-hmm.
But it gives me an excuse to do something that I'd want to
Yeah.
do regardless.
But as a kid, I didn't really like cartoons too much.
You didn't?
Mm-mm.
Did you like The Wizard of Oz as a kid?
Of course, but it was I have a older sister that was obsessed with it and dressed as a witch and did the laugh perfect
No.
and so when
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too. Yeah.
she had that fucking guttural. My sister could do it. Unbelievable. She would
Really?
win Halloween costume.
She would dress as the Wicked
prizes.
Witch.
Always.
Was it scary? The Wicked Witch
Well,
was
'cause
a
I knew it was my
scary
sister,
character.
but yeah,
to
it was
me,
funny.
it was like scary character.
Yeah.
Like I was such a little girl. Like I didn't like scary shit.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, but my family very, very creative. So
Yeah.
my older brothers and sisters, like always, like my brother Tommy, Karen, Kathleen, like they could, if my friends didn't have a costume, they would just come to my mom's house and they would figure something out for them, like in seconds.
Really?
In seconds, because we weren't wealthy or anything.
Yeah.
They were just very
Creative.
well created. And then my friends were really like just as poor or whatever. So they were like, no, we're not doing costumes. Like our way of getting out of it was like, fuck would I wear a costume for?
Yeah,
right? But
yeah.
my sister was like, hold on a second. And then she would just figure something out.
Really?
Somehow she could paint your face because she ran like a kindergarten or I'm sorry, not kindergarten, like a nursery.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of like silly kid stuff, like face painting and things like
That's
that
fun.
that she always like would buy to like bring to school to keep the kids or to
Entertained.
the nursery,
Yeah.
whatever. And she was like so good at her job because she's so cute. And but their costumes were incredible. You know the little army men?
Yeah.
We used to line
G.I.
them up and
Joes?
shoot them. Yeah.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe, but we just called them army guys because
Yeah.
you could buy a bag
Yeah.
for like a nickel.
Yeah.
So my mother would be like, here's your Christmas present.
Yeah.
And we'd be like, fuck yeah. And we would have a ball with just these dumb little rinky-dink toys, So my sister dressed as one of them and she had the feet. Dude, she had the feet.
No, how?
Yes, they were
Taped?
separate, but she put cardboard, but she cut them perfect that they fit together so she could pose. Oh my God, everybody tried to do it and nobody could. They were like, how are you wearing this? How are you?
That's so cool.
She was so creative, so
That's so
incredible.
fun.
She did. Her Edward Scissorhands was flawless.
She did an Edward Scissorhands?
Yep. And my sister wasn't little; she was big,
Uh-huh.
and she still would pull this shit off like unbelievably. Then my other sister Karen, who's really skinny, she made an elephant costume that was phenomenal. But
Like a trunk?
oh, everything. It was a tutu. It was so cute. I wore it a million times.
What?
But we looked ridiculous as tiny, skinny elephants.
No, but those costumes are better than the costumes that you go and you buy and
Yeah,
other
yeah,
people
yeah.
have, and they're like,
It's so good. Like I have like a whole slew of pictures of my sister from just Halloween and her. And my brother Tommy made this. Was it Mac the Knife? Like the head.
yeah,
Crazy.
like the McDonald's.
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, yeah.
No, that's so cool.
He won every costume. Just wore a tux, and he made it out
Like
of paper
the
mache.
moon?
Yeah, the
The
whole
moon
thing.
head?
Yeah, a Bart Simpson that the whole neighborhood used because he made it, and then it was just people used it. Like it was incredible.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
They
they're
should be
very,
in
very-
costume design.
I know. I always tell my sister that my sister Karen is doing costumes for her daughter her whole life, and then now her daughter's grown, and but for years she'd be backstage. This is I told this on Joe Rogan. He said I was lying. It's not a lie, Joe Rogan. Stop it. My sister was doing costumes for my niece.
Yeah.
And so a bunch of kids are dancing and Karen's, sewing things and putting things together backstage. And so something happened and she took a breath and she swallowed a straight pin. It's in her lung.
Oh. No.
And they can't get it out. And so it's just there.
Why can't they get it out?
Because,
too dangerous?
It's in the lung. Like it's punctured the lung.
So what happens when she coughs?
She goes off on metal detectors. She fucking, I'll call her right now. She will tell you.
No.
She has.
Is she uncomfortable physically?
No, Alexa was, I think, 12 when that happened. She's 30 now. So Karen.
She just had a pin in her lung for 18 years.
I'm going
Eleanor.
to call her so good.
Yeah.
Because she'll be like, I have a fucking pin in my lung.
But when she talks, does she sound normal? What if she has like a cold or a cough? Does it rattle?
She doesn't sound normal, but she always...
Did she never sound normal?
I'm going to see if she answers. Because Joe Rogan was like, you're lying. I was like, nope. I swear. It's a straight pin, and I forget why they can't take it out.
She should get disability for the pin in her lung.
Oh my God.
She can park anywhere she wants.
It's part what?
She should park anywhere she wants with that.
Yeah.
Wait, you. Quick question. I'm on a podcast, so behave.
Yeah.
Is it true that you have a straight pin in your lung?
Yes.
Okay.
It's in my left lung, and not only is it a straight pin, it's a straight pin with a big colored ball on the end of it.
Do you know what color?
Dark blue.
Oh my God. So
I inhaled it while I was making a costume for the Thanksgiving Day parade.
there you go. I told you.
It was the horse's head. It was the body to the horse's
No.
head. Yes.
You want to get disability for the pin in your lung.
Yeah, they want you on disability. They want you to have a lot of free parking.
So years later, when I went to get tested for Kathleen to get a kidney,
That's my
they were
other
like,
sister.
Uh-huh.
why is there metal in your left lung? And I was like, oh shit, I inhaled a straight pin.
People think I make this shit up.
That is
a real person.
They were like, why didn't you come to the emergency room immediately? I said, because I didn't realize I inhaled it. I thought I swallowed it.
She thought it would go through.
I thought it would go through. I didn't think it was in my lung.
That is
So
is it uncomfy or you can't feel it?
well, I just had them do another x-ray because they put me in an MRI machine, and I'm not supposed to go in MRI.
Yes, because of the metal.
Because it's metal and it'll move.
Oh, because the magnets?
Yeah, because and this was many, many moons ago. Alexa's 32 now, and she
32.
was not even a teenager now.
Oh, wow. When it happened, she was like 12.
She was like 11 or 12 when I did this.
Can you sue the
it's
pin
a very
company?
long time ago. And then they did the x-ray this year because they put me in the MRI machine, and then I got pneumonia, and I'm like, you son of a bitches, that pin probably moved.
Yes.
And they couldn't
Opened
find
up
it.
a hole. Yeah.
They couldn't find it when I had pneumonia.
Oh, my God.
So I don't know where it is.
This is the craziest. This
Thank
is
you for
so
clarifying
crazy.
that, because I was talking about the costumes you guys would make, the elephant costume, Kathleen and her Edward Scissorhands, Tommy's Mac
Oh,
the
what
Knife.
about when she was the G.I. Joe?
That's what we were just talking
that
about.
sounds
That
so
the army
cool.
guy. G.I. Joe was great. Yeah, I have
And she
pictures
did,
of it.
Didn't she do like that lady with the blue eyeshadow that had a series? What was her
Yeah,
name?
but it was Mimi from
Mimi
Drew
from
Carey.
Drew Carey. That's amazing.
And my brother Tommy was Drew Carey.
That's
it was
so
so
funny.
But they won money everywhere because they would go to all these parties and just get in the contest. But all of them. Karen was an upside down. What was that?
I was an upside down person, but I won with the elephant costume at work.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I'll show them the pictures. Anyway, I'll call you
It
after.
looked better on you, so you show them the picture of you. And
Absolutely not. It looked better on you. You made it. All right, I'll call you after. Thank you for
All right,
clarifying that. Love you.
Wow, thank you for
Bye.
clarifying that.
Bye.
She's out of control. She's a real person.
That is so crazy. I'm like,
What?
how can you make money off this? You sue the pin company.
No.
You can't?
I don't think. I mean,
There's
she had it in her mouth. It might say on the pin box, do not put in your mouth. Like, it's like when people say with the shampoo, there's things on there. You're like, what? Who doesn't know this?
Yeah.
Like, they have to put it for people like that.
That is so...
Who,
that would keep me up at night, knowing that there's a pin floating through my body.
Yeah, right. And I remember she couldn't get the MRI. And unfortunately, my older sister Kathleen passed away. And there was she had a kidney disease. So Karen and I, you had to be over 35 to donate a kidney.
Okay.
So I don't remember if I was either right, like under, or I forget. And I was like, I'm 35. And they're like, we can tell. I know, whatever. But I was like, no, I can. So on my 35th birthday, we both went and we gave like 11 vials of blood to figure it out. And that's when they were like, why do you have metal
in your body?
So, yeah, it was a long time ago when they figured it out. And then, like she said, she thought it went through her, but.
Yeah, I would much rather shit out a thing than have to wonder where it is in my body.
Yeah, like it comes out
like
and the
where's
shit
Walt?
just stand up.
Yeah.
I love
like a
that
flag
she knew
in your
what color
shit.
it was.
Yeah, navy blue.
It's mentally unstable.
I like that she knows what color it was.
Well, because it was the Thanksgiving Day parade, so it was just probably Alexa that she was pinning, my niece, and maybe other kids, but for years she would do like Alexa was in like a billion recitals. Like it got to the point where my brothers were like, "You coming to my recital? Because I'm not going to your recital again. You have to come to one of mine before I go to you." Like,
did you do recitals?
I did
do
one.
ballet?
I did.
Do you remember liking doing that?
I know I hated it. My mom forced me to go.
Yeah.
And I would go in the front door and then walk out the side door and go meet my friend Robert and play with him all day.
No.
And my mom thought I was in there while she was at my grandmom's. And I hated it. And because I was tall, they made me the lead.
They did?
That's a good picture, too.
You send me the pictures. Yeah.
And it's so embarrassing. And my mom put blue eyeshadow on me. I mean, I looked like I was being trafficked.
No.
It was uncomfortable.
Jean Benet energy.
Yeah, no. Jean Benet looked hot. Hey, you guys did not look hot. Hey, you guys' eyelashes were not eyelashing that day. Like,
no.
I was joking about how I'm not a good-looking kid, and my first words were, "Hey, you guys." And my mom was like, "You have such pretty eyelashes when you're..." No, bitch, that's not a thing. Like,
but women do love talking about eyelashes.
Why?
I don't know, because it's like sometimes
I do have long elephant eyelashes.
You do have long eyelashes.
Like, that's not a curl, nothing. That's just mascara.
You know what I don't like?
My eyelashes?
No, not your eyelashes. That'd be aggressive.
But I'm so cute.
Yeah.
Aren't I cute?
Isn't
she pretty? Look at her ankles. What?
You know when women get like eyelash extensions, but they're really
Terrifying.
obvious? They're really obvious, and you're like, you're not fooling anyone.
Now I'm going to say something racist.
What?
When the Asian girls get it makes me uncomfortable. And only because, oh my God, is she Asian? Only because I feel like it's going to hurt your eyes.
It's like
they have, I don't know the proper term, epicantic fold. I don't know. Because my sister, Karen, has almond eyes as well.
Yeah.
So she can't do it because it so
looks...
when Asian women do it, it makes me nervous. I'm like, you're going to hurt. I did have almost nearly a fist fight with an Asian woman with fake eyelashes.
No.
At a gym. She was...
At a gym? Why is she wearing the fake eyelashes to the gym? Because sometimes they leave them on and they get ratted, too.
She was working for Planet Fitness in Inglewood, this dumb bitch. And call out this hoe.
Yeah, call her out.
And she was like, I can't hire that. And I was like, you can't see, bitch. That's why you can't see. But I lost my little
pass
barcode thing.
Yeah.
So you had to look it up through my phone number.
Yeah.
And because I brought Andrew as a guest one time, my friend Dice, whatever, they took his picture and they used that as the default picture. So because they made a mistake.
At Planet Fitness in Inglewood, just Dice on the...
You scan Eleanor and then Dice.
It's exactly what I would do. So she's like, but are you a guy? And I'm like, are you a guy, bitch?
No.
I got that it got so I had to leave. And I remember it might have been a playoff game because it was football season. It was the Rams, and I got mad that they were losing. So I left and went to the gym because I get invested. I'm stupid like that. And so I was like, fuck this. I'm going to the gym. And I was in such other stuff was going on, obviously. But then that was like, that's not even taking me out of it. Usually I can lose myself
and
in
like
a game.
work out or
so I went to work out, and this girl with these fucking eyelashes.
And sometimes they look like tangled.
You look ridiculous. All of you look ridiculous. Stop it. It's too long. Don't do that. Like, I understand thick, like wanting that. You look like you're gonna wipe windshield wipers. Like, I don't understand.
An ostrich.
That's not even an ostrich. Ostrich look cuter. That you look retarded. You look handicapped. Like, okay, that's like a normal, right? And if you're doing colors, that's got to be for an event. I understand that.
A parade. You better be in a parade if you're doing colors.
9 parades.
9 gay parades.
But what my best friend has these stunning, growing up, yellow green eyes. Swear to God,
that's
yellow,
so pretty.
Green. Unbelievable. I could show pictures when she's a kid. Like, she got that. What's that called?
Latisse.
Latisse.
It changes your eye color.
It changed her eye color. She sued those fuckers.
Damn.
Because it wasn't on there. This was a while.
And now it is on there. Now it is on there because I remember I literally wanted to. Damn, that's a good lawsuit to have.
Dude,
I'm looking for a lawsuit.
Her eyes up.
That's so crazy because I remember really wanting to do Latisse. My mom being like, don't do it. It'll change your eye color.
I wonder why it does that.
Because it's probably some chemicals.
But to change your whole eye color? I mean, look, I get it. I've learned as an adult that you can make a kid right in a little dish and pick its gender and all that shit. I get it. Nothing's real. But that affects me up.
The melanin, the pigment that gives your hair.
Determines your eye color. Wow. Yeah. So yeah, okay, with lighter eyes. Wow. Who's at more risk? The lighter eyes. So if you have dark eyes, you don't have dark eyes. But if somebody has, like, you know, the guy I was in love with as a kid had chocolate brown eyes.
Yeah.
I miss him.
That's so funny that you like chocolate brown eyes do something for you because
I'll go crazy for that.
For me, I'm like, I love a blue-eyed man. It's like
blue-eyed devil, don't you?
Yeah, I love a blue-eyed devil.
The blue eye, I guess, I don't know. That's so common.
All
my brothers have blue eyes.
Maybe because no one in my family really has blue eyes.
Yeah.
It's like more rare. Yeah, you're Irish. You all got blue eyes, green eyes.
I'm going for the darker.
Yeah.
Where's them chocolates?
Yeah.
But yeah, chocolate, dark eye. Oh, God. But if you're a girl and you have that and you don't like it.
No.
Instead of getting surgery, get Latisse or whatever it's
contacts.
called. Instead of wearing contacts, what if you have good eyesight? You don't want to wear contacts.
Yeah, you want that chocolate brown, you get Latisse.
Get Latisse. It'll lighten that chocolate brown if you want it lightened. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it made them darker.
This is more likely to happen with people with lighter eyes. Yeah. Like hazel. Are these hazel and a light brown?
Because there's no melanin in them.
But, so it'll change them lighter?
Wouldn't work.
Or would it make it...
I would like to. I mean,
do a science experiment. I start using it. Are you good?
Yeah. I'm fine. It's just crazy people in my life.
Oh, yeah. I put my shit. I put my shit on Do Not Disturb because you never know what could pop in the moment.
But I have a friend who's a little older and not doing great and constantly calls the wrong people. So the people text me to let me know that person's trying to call them. And they're not calling that person. And then they're probably sitting waiting for this person to show up or do something or whatever. And then they don't because they called the wrong person.
Got it.
It's a sin.
There's always something.
It's always something. But it's fun.
When's the last time you went to Catholic church?
Oh, boy. Listen, I just thought of that because my mom always went. Right?
Yeah.
Every holiday, she'd yell at me, did you go to, the whole time I'm living out here. Well, did you go to church? And my mom stopped going.
Okay.
Because of her, she's like, oh, it's Sunday?
Okay.
It's a sin. And then I was like, well, you didn't go.
Yeah.
So I haven't gone. I haven't been in a long time.
You're like, she's not going, I don't have to.
I mean, it would have to be like a wedding. Probably my niece. Oh, no, I know. A christening. My niece.
So you don't go, you're never like, I got to get to confession.
No. But I wasn't like
Did you
that
go
as
to
a kid.
confession as a kid?
I did.
Because your mom made you?
Because I grew up, I did 12 years of Catholic school.
Oh, yeah, I did too.
13 because I got left back. But
Oh, shit. 13 years.
and then my niece.
That's like an eternity.
Oh my God, my niece went to a Catholic college.
No. Sometimes you got to get someone who's not a nun
a
to
lot.
teach you. Yeah.
It's too much. But
It
she
is.
loved it. It was a great school. A lot of a lot of Catholic college obviously is different than
Yeah.
grade school is the worst.
Yeah,
Catholic,
because they
'cause-
really come down on it, and they're like, "Oh, you gotta
Right,
get
they're
your
trying
first."
to-
Brainwash
What's that Bill
you.
Burr joke where he's like, you're like a donut that they're putting the jelly in. They're getting the
Yeah,
jelly in the
yeah.
donut.
Yeah,
And they're just injecting it all. Get in
That's-
church. Who are you going to be, Mary Magdalene?
Yeah.
Avi.
yeah.
I have a foot fetish. I want to wash her feet. No.
Mary Magdalene would be on OnlyFans today.
Yeah, 100%.
She'd be killing on OnlyFans.
She would get him a nice cross. I'll tell you that. Hey, Jay, let me hook you up with a real cross. Like, oh my God, that's so sacrilege. I'm going to anyway.
I know there's something inside of you when you go to Catholic school when you hear an ambulance or something you don't like. It's like this weird tick where you bless
No, there's
yourself,
a
and then I'm
million.
also like. But then it's weird because like my dad's a Jew, so
Mhm.
and he never went to church with us. My mom was like, "This is just our thing. We're going so you guys can go to a good school."
Right.
My mom grew up Catholic in New York, so
Right.
it's really weird. Catholicism, like,
Does your dad like do traditional stuff or he doesn't follow at all?
no, he doesn't really follow. He doesn't. I mean, we'll do Christmas. When I was younger, we kind of did Hanukkah when my grandpa was alive, but it was never like the star of the show. It was always like
Got it.
Christmas and Easter because my mom grew up doing those things.
Have you seen that cute show? Nobody Wants This, I think
Yes.
it's called. Oh my God, how cute is that?
I literally
How
put it on.
gorgeous is that guy?
I'm obsessed with him.
Same.
I watched.
Where you at, ho?
Yeah,
Like-
I watched that show. I put it on, and this is probably corny. And then I put it on, and I was
Ew.
done with it. I think in 1 to 2
Stunning.
days.
Who is he? Same. Who is he?
Adam Brody, right?
Yeah.
He's so cute.
He's so cute, but I used to love him
And
in the
he's
OC. So this is like
Oh, I
full
never
circle
saw
moment for
that.
me because it was like when I was like a teenager, he was also
Yeah.
on that show, and we were around the same age.
But I loved this episode with the kids. Like, he introduced you as a friend. Like,
Yeah.
seriously? You don't know what's happening. Like,
Yeah.
it's so cute. There's so many cute
the
little
writing is
moments.
really great.
Really
Sarah
good.
and Aaron Foster are really great. I was
Excellent. And I mean, that outfit, I could leave him. But in this show,
for a
he's
while.
great.
This was my
No.
this outfit was my type, Eleanor.
Stop it.
Like, are those pants? Maybe I could borrow them.
No.
Like, I would. This was exclusively my
If
type.
you
Like
put
that with
on-
tattoos. Now
Listen
I'm
to me.
dating a real man.
I'm
He's
not-
got a truck.
Okay.
He doesn't dress like that.
I like this
Yeah.
because if you put on your boyfriend's pants and they fit, get out.
Yeah, you're
Get
right.
out.
Yeah, you're right.
That is not
They might be
a
too
good
tight.
thing.
Some of my ex's pants.
Well, those would have been tight. They were tight on him.
I can't get those over my ass.
Oh my God. Yeah. One time I was dating a guy and I was like, oh shit. I had like just sandals and I was
Yeah.
like, I need sneakers to go to the car. And he's like, just put mine on. And he thought they were going to be big and they fit exact. We
That's
broke
awesome.
up immediately.
That's awesome. He's like, actually, this isn't working out.
Yeah. I got to get out. He knows who he is. You know who you are. It was just a fling.
Oh my God. Just
but-
a fling.
So you got a guy now with a truck? I love
yeah,
this.
it's like a real man.
Mazel.
It's wild. I'm like, my sink's broken. He's like, I'll take a look. And he fixed it.
You're like, who
I'm like,
are
who?
you?
I've
Dude,
never- my
I've
dad
been
didn't do
fixing
that
my own
shit.
Oh, yeah,
My
he's
dad didn't
Jewish.
grow up with a dad that fixed it. We would be like, I gotta call a guy.
Yeah, that's
you know
it.
what I mean? Like, so I'm like, this is crazy. I've never been to Home Depot so much in my life.
When I was engaged to Dice, I used to fix wild shit. And he'd be like, how did you do that?
Yeah, no,
When I was
I'm like
that's
that.
how I grew up. Like, fix
fixing
it yourself.
You fix it yourself.
Yeah.
So I've never
Because
been.
you just fixed the toilet. That's not even.
I know.
Were you a plumber before? I was like, no.
Yeah, no.
I just know how it works.
I know how this works. Yeah, no, he's like that too. It's fucking crazy. We went to Home Depot. I felt like a man in Sephora. I was like,
You're like, what is happening?
I'm like, these saws are kind of expensive. A
Oh
saw.
my God, my dad gave me a saw recently. My mom has a tree in front of her house because she thinks she's in the suburbs.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Yeah.
And we live near the sports complex, like
Yeah.
where the Phillies, Eagles, and Flyers, everybody, Sixers play. So they try to class up the neighborhood. you can't put a fucking tree, right? So they put a tree there, and this one is too short, and it's growing like right in the window.
No.
So I was at my dad's, and he's super like does everything, and I go, hey. You got something that like, oh no, he goes, I want to give this to your brother, Jimmy. Send this to Jimmy. I go, what is this? He goes, it's a saw. I go, you think this will work on a tree? He goes, you can cut anything with that, girl. I'm like, I'm keeping this. I don't know what me and my brother Jimmy, the tree looks so bare because we were like,
Wasn't it fun?
It was like fucking, what do you call it? Like branches everywhere.
That's so funny.
Me and Jimmy were like, whoa, this is killing.
That's awesome.
We took it out. We took it out.
That's so funny.
I love saws.
Well, that's our podcast.
Oh shit. Okay.
Where can people find you? You just switch modes so fast.
In the basement.
Hiding in the basement. What's your Instagram?
EJ Kerrigan at Gmail. You're gonna fix this, right? Because I just caught a glimpse of myself, and that's
yeah.
not
Oh
good.
yeah. No. Yeah, once I get done with the post production on this, we'll look like little angels.
Get in
Eleanor.
post.
Yeah. So, and do you have any shows coming up you want to promote? It's coming out.
Oh my
in
god,
2
I have
weeks.
so many shows. I'm doing a show. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. It's coming out in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Yes, I will be in Vancouver at the House of Comedy.
When?
That is amazing. Questions. November 14th through the 17th.
Okay. Awesome.
On the 21st, I am doing a show for my brother Johnny in Philadelphia. Now, you're asking what the place is? I don't know. But he's very excited about this and told me to promote it. And guess what I did? Didn't promote it. It is at the... Here it comes. It's coming. Where the fuck is it? Spring Valley Banquet Facility. It's on Woodland Avenue in Springfield, Pennsylvania. So if you're in Pennsylvania, come hang out. And then you can go to the other side of Pennsylvania, and I'll be at Soul Joel's on the 23rd November.
Hell yeah. Get tickets to see Eleanor. She's hilarious. She's so funny to watch. Check out her special.
Yes, No Country for Old Women.
It's really
Not
funny.
on this podcast, though. It's hot as shit.
And that's our podcast. You can find me here every Wednesday on SHENK and every Monday on This Btch podcast with Kim Congdon. I will be coming to Washington, D.C. post-election with Kim Congdon. We will be at the Comedy Loft. Please come out if our country still exists after election season.
fun.
It's going to be great. And then we're coming to LOL Fest in Canada in the spring in April. Kim and I will both be on that. And I will be in Austin, Texas. So I'm probably there right now when this episode comes out. So if you're in Austin, come out to the mothership.
Yes.
I'll put my show dates up as well. And we'll see you next week. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.